So, I've been meaning to make some underwater characters for a bit now, but just couldn't figure out how I wanted them to look. I looked into a lot of different underwater stuff for inspiration, and while there are some cute underwater fellows, like the umbrella octopus or some colorful fish, a lot of sea folk are quite horrible looking. I mean, look at this guy. I don't mean to be rude, but he's one of the ugliest things I've had the horrors of looking at. Or this guy. It really makes you want to start brushing your teeth more. If I was designing an underwater monster for a horror game or something, I wouldn't have much trouble. Unfortunately, I have the bad habit of drawing cute things. But then, one day, as I was just looking at pictures of Sushi, as I do, I realized that the colors would actually look really good as a character. And I think you know where this is going. Alright, so, the initial inspiration was this type of sushi. Just something about the orange and white looked nice, so that's what I was mainly thinking about. As you can see, I added some sushi there on the side, just to make sure I was still capable of drawing sushi. After confirming I could, I then started on the general shape of this fellow, which I still wasn't quite sure how I wanted to look. So I kept looking at different pictures of sushi, and then I came across this one, with this black bit of seaweed wrapped around it, and that's kind of the part that gave me the inspiration for the rest of the design. You'll see what I mean as it goes on. In the meantime, let's talk about the different types of sushi, because I found this kind of interesting. And also I just want to talk about sushi. So first there's nigiri, which is the main inspiration for this character, with the orange fish and slab of rice. Then there's maki, which is like the main type of sushi for me. Like when I hear sushi, I think of this. It's just your typical rice wrapped in seaweed. And then there's uramaki, which is like the evil opposite twin of maki, because it has rice on the outside, with seaweed in the middle. Well, inner side, I guess. It still has stuff in the center, so it's not like a fully opposite version, but you get the idea. There's also temaki, which is basically just sushi if it were an ice cream cone. And then there's sashimi, which is like nigiri but without rice, so just slabs of fish. I don't really know why it's even considered sushi. And before any of that, the first type of sushi was funazushi, which is made from fermented fish, and really doesn't look as appetizing as modern day sushi. And while that's basically it for the main breeds of sushi, let me tell you about the weirder abominations people have stitched together, like sushi pizza. I feel like everything turns into pizza at some point. Like there's chocolate pizza, kiwi pizza, extra pepperoni pizza, spaghetti pizza, burger and fries pizza, this thing, cereal and white stuff, I don't know. I could go on. Just look up weird pictures of pizza and you'll be entertained for hours. My point is, sushi turning into pizza is pretty predictable. But then there's the sushi burger, which, does look pretty nice, but I personally wouldn't want to eat it. It's just way too much sushi. But if that's still not enough sushi for you, then there's the sushi cake, which, as far as cakes go, it seems pretty healthy. Though, as an actual cake, I don't know, I think you have to give it like a 3 out of 10. Too much sushi. There's also sushi cereal if you feel like puking. Yeah, you really should just stick to normal sushi. It's not like strawberry or apple where you can make flavors out of it or add it to stuff. I always see companies trying to do that, and I don't understand that at all. Like pizza flavored crackers or cupcake flavored biscuits. You just can't start making flavors out of food combinations like that. Like, what's next? Pizza, cracker, cereal flavored muffin bread? I don't know. I've never tried any of those flavored things, so I have no idea how it tastes. But I just imagine like an overload of random flavors. You can't just mix stuff together randomly and expect it to turn into something edible. Anyways, I'm on the second character now, as you can see. The main inspiration for this guy was the inverted sushi, the uramaki. More specifically, I got it from this avocado uramaki. The colors just look really nice. I also got some inspiration from onigiris. Anyways, I got inspiration from it for the ears, and that's basically it. As for the names of these characters, I'm still not entirely sure. I kind of want it to sound Japanese, but I don't speak Japanese, so I don't want to accidentally, call him something and then it turns out that means like an insult in Japanese. I don't know. I'm gonna have to probably do some research on this, but yeah, that's it for the characters. I think they turned out fairly well. I still need to make more underwater characters though, so I guess my best hope is just look at more Japanese food and see what happens.